This is the new Power of Jayskull Show! Whatever that means.
Oh, we're back in the Power of Jayskull Show. How you doing, Jason? Are you pumped?
Yay? Question mark. Because
Yay,
this
question.
this was a well, it was the new adventures of He-Man. It was the new adventures of He-Man. I think that
this
whenever
is
people
what
hear
we're
that,
talking about.
yeah, they're going to know exactly what we mean when we say it was the new adventures of He-Man. Glastnost Schmaznost.
Well, that's what what we are
yeah.
talking about tonight. But let's not muck around. We've got some news to talk about first, so let's get into it.
Tonight on the Orc News, welcome citizens. We have breaking developments on the latest magical.
Whoa, there we go. I cut him short because I'm annoyed by you, Orko, at the moment. No, we've got some Masters of the Universe news. I accidentally done that. This is still we're just learning here, guys. But we're really excited to talk about some of the news. Of course, we only go from hemania.com. That's the only place we go to because that's where they got all the good stuff. First thing I wanted to talk about this week is we are, like you do get with big movies, we are getting tie-ins from comic stories and that are going to flesh out the 15 years on Eternia when Prince Adam is on Earth. So they're going to spend the time to kind of flesh this out. So if you're into it, you're going to be able to get some really cool back knowledge on what the kid was up to the whole time. Whether he got beat up after school or he went on his first date, I don't know what they're going to be doing, but I assume it's not only going to be stories from him on Earth, but also what's been happening on Eternia in the meantime. So I like it. I'm a big fan of this, Jason. I like the idea of fleshing out this universe and giving us things that, we may not see. And one of the examples is this Teela book, Daughter of Eternius, which is, it does say to me that she's a very key figure in this movie, that she's getting her own books, which I kind of think that
should be, yes.
Exactly as she should be, which I think is wonderful. So basically the synopsis for this, and this might be a minor spoiler, guys, but it is on hemania.com. It's set 4 years after Skeletor decimated the kingdom of Eternos. So something that is a big thing, right? They've revealed there. So it implies that Skeletor maybe has already won. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Eternia is just subjugated under him at this point.
Could be. Definitely an interesting departure from what we've seen before.
Mm-hmm. This is another thing, apparently, that we get confirmed in the books, that Granomir does exist.
He's got to exist. He's Granomir.
He's Granomir, but that's huge, right? That's huge.
He's wearing that awesome helmet, though.
Yeah, I want it. He has to. If he's not wearing the helmet, I don't recognize it. In addition to the novel, we get to accept it. We get Master Universe: The Wings of Fate. It's a movie tie-in comic series. Also seems to take place during the same time. During that time of the movie. Okay, yeah, of course. Yes.
Oh, your boy.
Whoa.
Hello, everyone.
Whoa.
It's me. It's Stratos.
There you go. They end up going to Avion, the home of Stratos in the comic series. Nice. So I'll have to pick that up. So yeah, great stuff. It's good. The machine for this movie is working hard. So it's fantastic. Let's move on to some toy stuff. Dude, I freaked out because I had one of these. I found one of these at a toy fair, but they're re-releasing it, and it's about darn time. Bring us back Stondar. The new version of Stondar is coming down the pipeline. Finally, we're getting an upgrade here. Origins version.
What is your power? I turn into a rock.
Rock. Yeah. Yeah, and I have the ability to pick up good satellite on my dish. Good cable. HBO and everything. No, he's literally. I should have grabbed my Stone Dar, who's just over there. I don't think they've changed much on old Stone Dar, but what can you do? What can you do? I always figured these guys were probably the weirdest figures they kind of did, and they did some weird stuff. But I do think
It's like
Stone Dar was.
it's like rejected GoBots. So strange.
It is. It is really strange, eh? They don't even look cool, and they're a lot smaller, and don't even like the gun. I don't know, what did they do? What did they
I
do?
have one. I don't know if I've got Stone Dar or Rock On because I know
I've
there were
definitely
two
got
of them.
Stone Dar. Yeah, I've definitely
Yeah.
got Stone Dar because you pointed that out to me. I said, I don't know who I've got. You went, that's Stone Dar, dude. So, you know, if you say it, that's the truth. So,
Yes.
moving on though, we are on a cross-platform journey with Masters of the Universe recently, and the main thing is the movie. But there's lots of other media being supported. We've just talked about the books. We've got toy lines coming out, including video game. And I think the biggest news this week is we got the announcement of the release date for this game, which I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to show you a clip in a minute. This feels like this game was made directly for me. My favorite gaming of all time is side scrollers and those type of fight games. That reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or any of those, almost Double Dragon type games. Yeah, like I love them. They're my favorite type of games. So to see the fact that they've developed this incredible. Now I'm going to play this. There's no sound, so YouTube will not ban us. Thankfully, thank you very much. But look at what they've done here. Look at it. It is gorgeous what they've done. And look at that. They've got Shira, you've got Teela. Like the graphics and the attention to detail based on the Filmation series. This thing is incredible, dude. This looks like an amazing game. And the great thing is we've seen this develop just by support by the fans. And so over the last year, if you've been paying attention, the work they've done and the fact that we're now at that point, look at this Grammarmere there, that we're getting this coming out. I mean, look at that. It looks just
I love those retro graphics. They look great.
Oh, look, I can't wait. It's coming out on all platforms too, which is amazing and super wonderful. So I think that's going to be that thing's going to sell out by the bucket loads because if you're a He-Man fan, the fact that we never really got a good video game out of the franchise, maybe it's time that we actually get a decent game out of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. But that's basically it now, Jay. So I am essentially done with the news this week. So we're about to move on to, well, it says it on the thumbnail, the episode we're talking this week.
Action! So the episode this week is called Glastnost Schmaznost, and it is a episode of the New Adventures of He-Man, a television series that you and I are just not super keen on. It's just not a good show.
You do realize, though, you trying to hurt me is hurting you by doing this.
It hurts me all the time, but you know what? I am a completionist. I am a completionist, and so this needs to be done. We have to talk about the New Adventures of He-Man. In this series, of course, He-Man is in the future and completely ignoring any canon or costumes or anything like that. It's basically like, hey, we got a premise for a cartoon that we're going to slap He-Man's name on it because people like He-Man, and we're going to completely disrespect the character the entire time. In this episode, Skeletor decides, hey, I can get down to the planet Primus if we pretend like we're going down there for peace. And so they attend a peace conference, and it's every bit as exciting as you believe it is. Basically, the entire episode fully depends on characters being as stupid as humanly possible. Slushhead, one of the bad guys in this series, is appointed as the ambassador for the mutants.
The dumbest character.
All the bad guys on TV shows during the late 80s and early 90s were mutants until X-Men came along, and then mutants became good. But yeah, he's literally dumb. It's like he would come down and go, "Hello, I am Man, and I am here to fool you. I mean, I'm here to be an ambassador for Skeletor while he takes over the planet. I mean, while Skeletor is being good now." And of course, the president of the galaxy is just like, "Yes, we completely believe you, even though you've got this entire genocidal plan that you've been enacting for over a year now. We completely believe you. And He-Man, who's done nothing but good and heroic things, we don't believe a word he says. Because look at him, he didn't even wear a shirt. Where's your tie? Did you even say thank you?" Oh, Jesus.
I bet they were proud of themselves. We're going to put an assassination plot into this. So it's the dumbest thing ever. And you don't even hide the assassin. He's just at the back row. He's not even trying to hide with a sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's
baffling dumb. And it's like, it makes no sense. And the storyline it's just dumb for this. Like, it's not even appropriate for this cartoon. Like, a political intrigue and trying to make it that Skeletor's evil plan is just... They're not even trying at this point, dude. They're really not even trying. I mean, you should know better. This is a show where the big part about his transformation from Adam to be the powerful hero of He-Man is to get his hair done. I have the power and a better haircut.
He kind of does, though.
Not much else happens.
That ponytail is definitely... It's definitely a 90s statement. Now, what they were trying to state, I have no idea, but they did it.
I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to state with any of this. And I'm sorry, I cannot get into this Skeletor. I just can't. He looks so bad. He doesn't even... I wish he wasn't even called Skeletor, because he's not. Wearing those bloody moon boots and that really weird helmet.
He does have that very weird, like, Egyptian thing going right now. And it's so weird. It's so weird. They will almost fix the design. They will almost fix it. And then the next episode, they revert it. Like, I remember there was an episode where they actually made his eyeballs black. And I'm like, oh, they're trying at least. And the next episode is like, no, they're back. They're white again. They're red now.
We made that. That was a mistake. That's how bad the show is. A mistake, and you were impressed. That's how bad it was. And the problem is, again, it's just the art style of the show is such a mishmash, like of anime style and then simple limited animation. It goes about even to Pokemon territory and then G.I. Joe territory, because Hydron and Flipshot are in the wrong show. They're in the wrong show. They should not be in there.
They're G.I. Joe characters.
Yeah, G.I. Joe characters. So, yeah, and then there's this very cutesy animation that kind of goes with it. It just doesn't work, you know?
Nothing. It's like a mesh of 18 different styles, and not a single one of them is working.
This is walking... I feel like, you know, we're walking down a hallway on guard, but instead of saluting us, they're slapping us as we walk down that hallway. That's what this show makes you feel like, because... it's so not what it was that intention was to get away from the old version, but why? Why would you want to try to strengthen that? I don't know. I'm just going to make myself go cross-eyed thinking about this too much.
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much either. It's just... this show is definitely... it exists. Sooner or later, they've got to have an episode that's good. I mean, we had that one episode that was...
we'll find out.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, what was that one about again? I can't remember.
That was the one where He-Man and Skeletor have their big confrontation on this planet.
On the moon. Yeah, like a moon thing,
and He-Man's walking away at one point. Skeletor tries to get in a cheap shot, and He-Man blocks it without even looking, turns around and goes, "You'll never change." And I was like, ooh, I have hope. And then that hope died.
Yeah, it dies with,
Yeah.
Terrible show. But that's fine. Yeah. That's okay. Did you want to reveal what we're going to be doing next before we move to the next segment?
Well,
or you don't know?
Let me take a look at my little schedule here.
Yes, you do have a schedule. I
do have a schedule.
Preordained. Yes. This has been preordained.
We are going to jump forward to the year 2002 for the 2002 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe with the episode The Siren's Song. And we'll see how that
Awesome.
is. Because 2002 is
Very
hit or miss too.
Yeah, it is
But
certainly
whenever
hit or miss, but
when it hits, it hits. And when it misses, you're wondering how many times can Man-at-Arms get eaten by a giant fish?
best iteration of Stratos ever in that show.
If I had a nickel for every time I've been swallowed by a fish, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
All right, that's what we'll be checking out on our next episode when we get into the action segment, as we call it. But let's move on because Jason ain't finished. He's got something to show and tell. So what do you got for us this week?
It's a weird one because I first have to tell you how this came into my possession. I literally walked into this vintage toy store that we have here in San Angelo. And as I'm walking through the aisles, just looking for anything, because, bless their hearts, they're trying their best. But of course, it's San Angelo, so we're not going to get the best stuff here. As I'm walking through, I come across a He-Man figure that I've never seen before. And I think, I don't know what that is, but I want to bring it home. At first, I thought it was Playmobil, but he's huge. I mean, he's big. And I was just like, what are you? This is so weird. And he's been up on a shelf forever. I figured it out just today that this is an Imaginext figure. And they made 3 of them. Of course, they made He-Man, and then they made Beastman, and they made Skeletor. And it has become my mission now to find Skeletor. Skeletor is awesome. Yeah, Beastman, I love Beastman, but Skeletor is my priority. But one thing that I really like about this is that they fixed his hair. It's classic He-Man with good hair. It's not a bowl cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because this is only a figure from like 2021, I believe. Let me take a look, and under here it says
Imaginext do a lot of great stuff. They do a lot of characters. I just looked at a Lobo. Imaginext Lobo looked great.
A Lobo, like the DC Lobo?
Yes.
Goodness. Yes. That seems inappropriate. It's like, oh, my little Billy loved this little doll. We should take a look. And oh, dear Lord, these comics are awful.
What a fascinating figure. Yeah.
That is my my $3 Imaginext He-Man. Now I'm going to be looking for Skeletor so that they can fight. I thought he was like a Lego minifig at first, and I was like, that looks nothing like a Lego minifig. I bet this is Duplo, but it's not Duplo either. It's whatever Imaginext is.
That's amazing, dude. I think you did really well there. See, that's the cool thing about your collection. We can expect that you're going to go with the normal stuff, but it's not true because you have also been collecting the weird stuff. So, which is the perfect segue to our next weird segment, which is Masters of the Merchandise. All right, Masters of the Merchandise. So this week, Jace, I thought we're going to take a more literally, or even I can't even say the word right. We're going to talk about books. Wow. All right, we're going to talk about books.
Oh, well, see, that's what's got you confused right here.
Here we go. So, one of the big things about the 80s was
I have one of these. I have one. Yes, I have I think it's Tila's Quest is the one I have.
Well, I had the Power, and I had that one.
Like a mustard colored one.
I remember that one. I don't remember reading that one. Yes, Tila's
That's it. Tila's Secret. Yep, I have that one because she's on that horse.
Yep, Stridor. Stridor. She got her legs inside the horse. Ooh.
Yes, which looks really painful. Like, Tila, you're crushing my spleen.
It's pretty great, right? It's pretty great.
Yes.
So yes, I remember they were golden books. If you remember the Golden Book series,
I remember the Golden Books.
Yeah,
it's so weird because they're not golden. Because the Golden Books had the gold spine, and those don't.
Okay, now this is the ones my favorites. I always tried to hunt down, dude, with these.
Yeah, look at those
books and tape. I absolutely owned this one. The Caverns.
I don't know if I had any Masters of the Universe books on tape, but I did have a bunch of the Star Wars ones. But I do.
I do remember this. Yes. And there's the back of it. So, but you don't remember
Yeah.
having this one, which is, you missed
No,
out.
I don't
dude.
think I had that one. If I did, it has disappeared into my memory, where a lot of things disappear too. Good Lord, what is with your search history? That is disgusting.
Yeah, it was pretty wrong, wasn't it? Oof, look at that. Goats and everything.
Ew.
Either way, this is what we don't do enough of these days. I want to see more book tie-ins. I want to see more kids listening to tape. Even though no one owns a tape recorder anymore, I still want these to be sold. Because that would
Scan a QR code and it'll play on your phone. That's what should happen.
That's what should happen. Absolutely.
Yes.
But for us, this was the deal, right? Back in the day, if you were looking for merch, one of the ways they gave you merch was in book form.
Yes.
And
that was back when kids still liked to read.
The River of Ruin. Look at him. He's in the Wind Raider. Love it. Yeah, just wonderful. And I don't know why we have the Home Depot ruler there, but it's there. So
they didn't have a banana for scale.
But they continue. And even like, here's another golden book, I think. Do you remember that one? I do remember this cover.
I don't believe I do remember that. Oh, no. Wow. Yes, I do. I do remember that one. Look.
And these weren't hardcover. These were soft covers.
Yeah, that was a book on tape. Wasn't it?
Is that a book on tape?
I could
No, that wasn't. No, it was a storybook. And you had 4 parts, if you can see it there. I don't know if I can get it in any.
Yeah, I don't. The cover looks very familiar, but I don't know if I had it or not.
Well, that Caverns of Fear was an audio book, but you could also get them in just book form.
Neat.
And here we go. The Trap.
Kind of makes me wonder why we don't have more. Why don't we have more Masters of the Universe novels for adults? Because it just seems like to me that's a world that would be really, really cool to translate into novels.
Yeah, a lot of fun. But there you go. Master Universe. Who would have thought that, you know, these toy line, they made a lot of money out of these books. And I know as a young kid, you know, it was either Mr. Men. I was done with them. I'd read every Mr. Men ever created. Moved on to Garfield, and I went, He-Man, yes. He-Man. That's my next collecting book series. So absolutely wonderful. And yeah, there's
$11 Australian. I think that's like 72 cents American. That's amazing. It's really cheap.
Yeah, it's crazy. Only one left. Only one left. I'll have to jump on it, don't you think?
I love the art on those things. Oh my God, look at the Skeletor tin.
Yes.
Eat out of my head, He-Man. Eat out of it.
Into a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Here's some more too books that He-Man and Battle Cat. I think they're more made recently. Well, it looks.
They look
pretty old.
Yeah.
They look pretty old. Oh, well, look at them. Yeah, they're definitely old. What have we got here? We got a year here of 1983.
Rocky. All your favorite characters like Rocky, Flash Gordon, and more. Oh my goodness, I had some of those.
Oh, you get a single vinyl. You get some vinyl in this.
That's amazing.
Wow, this is pre-tape.
This is pre-filmation. Look at that.
Yeah,
Adam's actually wearing a decent. He's got a decent outfit on and everything.
Yeah, but I don't think he's
Adam, I can see your junk.
I think.
Can you put on some pants, Adam?
Yeah, he's looking at it going, I could bite that off. Yeah.
You'll be calling yourself Cringer after I'm done with you.
The Revenge of Skeletor. Oh, yes. You pointed out Poochie. Rocky. Look at all the other titles. Bugs Bunny, Raggedy Ann and Andy. That was
the Dukes of Hazzard.
Wow. Yes, how racist. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Well, there you go. At the end of the day, if you need to catch up on your He-Man, mythos, all the stories, get onto the golden books, dude. That's it.
Right. That's where the chunk of the lore is that you can surprise your friends with, like Beast Man's backstory and Evil Lynn's junk drawer and things like that.
Who knows? It's questionable, just like the segment. All right. guys. Thank you very much for this. Is another new Power of Jayskull show. It's all over the place. It's meant to be. We're going to have fun over the next, for however long the show goes. That's kind of up to you guys because
That'll be, probably up until one of our big major heart attacks, whichever comes first.
Or the movie really sucks, and then we just...
If the movie really sucks, we're just going to put this thing to bed.
I'm sure.
And I will fully blame Jared Leto, even though I don't even know how his performance is. It'll be his fault.
Jace, but to save that, we need their help, and you're about to tell them now with this really cool animation how they can do that.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to become a YouTube channel member or a patron, you can support us for as little as $5 buckaroonies a day, which is what I think one of those, not a day, a month. My goodness. Although if you want to do it per day, you can. I think $5 is what those books on tape used to cost. Anyway, you get all kinds of cool stuff. You get early access to these episodes. You get exclusive features. And, of course, you get our ear. If there's ever something you want us to take a look at, maybe a piece of merchandise that you remember from your childhood, or if you have something from your own collection that you would like to show off, I would love to see it, because why the heck should I be doing all the heavy lifting here? It's time for you people to chip in. But you can also chip in just by giving us $5 a month. I'm cool with that.
We'll start with that. We'll start with that. All right, Jay, sign us out of...
You have been watching the Power of Jayskull.